Great grand rising to everyone. Great grand rising to all of the beautiful people of North America and of this world. This is a new thunder for I.N.N.A. and for Dark Matter Radio, Ronnie McLean. And I say to you, go to www.I-M-indigenous.org and find out ways that you're able to support all the things that we're doing here. So today I want to really get into the situation that I reported on a little while ago, where Hawaii is now, can we say it's being attacked? But this volcano situation became more interesting as I was doing some research, and I'm sorry that I haven't got a video out in a few days, but I'm working on a few Dark Matter Radio presentations to put on the YouTube site, and also in a lot of different negotiations with a lot of different other community organizations and respective nations around this country, people, right? So Kilauea, I think this is more of an eye-opening situation that more people should really understand. This may not have been a natural event, people, and let me tell you why. Remember back, I just want to bring back, remember back in January, I believe, of this year, where Hawaii had this ballistic missile alert, and they showed it all over the radio, the TV. They had the national alerts. I mean, everybody was in there, and even they had, I forgot which news media it was, but they had a news media that was actually in one of the bunkers as these alerts were going on. And then after a while, I mean, it was a serious alert. They were telling people seek shelter, run for your lives. All kinds of stuff was going on over there in Hawaii. So and again, this was at the height of all the stuff that was going over there with Korea, blah 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 blah. Now, not only did that happen, and they pulled that back, but some people actually seen something either hit or go inside the Kilauea volcano. And then they also seen certain military apparatus, planes, helicopters, whatever, circling around the area looking for something. Obviously, they must have been looking for whatever was dropped, thrown in there, whatever the situation may have been. Now, I don't know. I really don't know. This is the reports that I'm getting and the researches that I'm getting from a lot of different people that have, the inside track. Know about it. Mainly, there was a guy that Michael Cilia had brought this up. He is a PhD in international government affairs. He got his degree university, I think, from Queensland University in Australia or something like that. And he was bringing a lot of these things up at Contact in the Desert. And so, just giving you that basis of where I'm getting my information from. Now, a lot of this is factual because people have actually seen it. And as somebody as high up as he is, who's very well respected in the international community, I don't think he's going to risk his reputation on a lie. So, people say, a conspiracy is something where a few people get together and, they're making up all kinds of stories. It ceases to become a conspiracy when the facts are brought out and you know about it. So I want you guys to remember that, right? Because that was weird, right? Weird. Then they took all of it away. No ballistic missile stuff, no threats. Now, I don't know if that was going to be a red flagged event or something like that. They were going to try to start a war, kind of like a Pearl Harbor type event or something like that, to mix them up with a whole bunch of situations going on over there in Asia and in the South Pacific, etc. But I just want you to, keep that in mind. Now, there was some other information that came out about the Kilauea volcano and what they've been doing since 1993. 1993. They've been fracking the volcano. Fracking. They've been fracking the volcano. And since 1993. Now, let's get this right. 93, 2003, 2013. Right? And now we're at 2018. So they've been doing this for, a long time. Fracking the volcano. And Michael Cilia brought this out and brought that information up. And he confirmed some of the information that I've been getting. And now they've been fracking the volcano. And a lot of the fissures that have been happening at this volcano are opening up, or what they're reporting are the fracking lines. And fracking is a procedure is the a lot of hot water. This is really basically a lot of hot water underneath the ground, tubes and stuff like that. They heat up the ground, melt the dirt, and they suck it all out, and then they take the bitumen or whatever material that they're trying to get, and it leaves a crevice underneath the ground of a wide opening. So a lot of these tubes that have been left behind are filling up with lava, and these are the fissures that are going out, right? According to Dr. Cilia. Scylla. And that is extremely important, because why in the world would any government frack a volcano? Now, they've been fracking all over the place in the United States. Now, this big giant oil boom that we have going on here, they've been fracking in Hawaii, Ohio. They've been fracking in Pennsylvania. They've been fracking in North and South Dakota. They've been fracking all over the place. Some places were fracked so bad that there was the ground got so weak that they had to actually stop fracking, and or else, you know, large sections of places will fall into the ground. Now, you know, a lot of sinkholes opening up everywhere. But back to Kilauea. I'm digressing. I'm just trying to bring up, you know, the importance of this situation here, and with the Kilauea eruption and all of these fissures that are opening up, and then you mix it in with that ballistic missile type situation that happened back in January. I mean, it begins to start painting a picture of something else might be actually really going on, especially with this fracking that's been going on since 1993. Now, if anybody out there can tell me why they're going to be fracking a volcano that is active, please let me know down there in the comments. All right. Now, if you've seen the pictures of these of the volcano, and all these lava tubes that are opening up, and how much land is devastating and everything else like that, another very important thing that I need to bring up, and this is a soulful situation, because a lot of times there's a lot of evil people out there, especially in this world cabal government type situation that has already developed and that is operating. And we can get into who they are, you know, in terms of the Bill Burgers and a lot of the other people that are on there. We'll get into that whole entire story later. But when you begin to start looking at what's going on in your own communities, you begin to start looking what's going on politically. Got all this stuff with Kim Jong-il, and, you know, we're gonna stop the summit, get the summit going. But all these other things that are going on around on the other side is extremely important for us to really maintain our focus, because, you know, we got the three-hand Molly type thing going on. That you know, those three shells, the ball in the middle, and they're whipping it around. You can't keep up with it, right? So that's what they're doing to everybody, right? That's what they're doing, and so when a lot of these evil intentioned people begin to start getting together, and they begin to start doing spells, and you begin to start doing all this kind of witchcraft or whatever the situation is, there's one main thing that they all have in common, and that they go after the heart. They go after what will destroy your heart. They go after what will break you down as a being of a person. They go after what will destroy you and your atmosphere, your family, your friends, your community. They try to rip from you the very soul as they take the energy out of you. So if you don't capitulate, they'll go after you in a lot of different other ways and around you to make sure that you are completely and utterly destroyed one way or another, or just totally unable to function and operate. And one thing that we do know about about Hawaii, and a lot of people who are now getting back into the original indigenous beings need to have an understanding of this. And this is the reason why our past history is so extremely important, not only for the original indigenous beings who consider themselves, who were, you know, under the auspices of Black or African American, now knowing that they were indigenous to North America, but also for every single European-based type person on this planet, to have an understanding what the real history is of the background of North America, because it's being hidden from you from this one very simple fact. Hawaii, at one point in the ancient world, was considered to be the heart the heart of the planet. The heart of the planet. And now what's happening is that they're attacking the very heart. Now, we all know about the ley lines and how all the pyramids and all the major structures are all congruent on certain ley lines, energy lines that are going all along the so-called Earth that we're on, right? The significance of all these things. And if you begin to start attacking the heart of your very existence, of your very being, will cause systematic disruptions of the vibrational presence of positivity and everything else all across this land, all across this whole entire world, or like the whole entire Earth. The ripple and vibration effect, when you begin to start messing around with the chakras, the auras, and the energy, some people can see, some people can't, will have more of a disruption type focus on our mind, on our bodies, on our souls, and the spiritual energy upon which we take in from the Earth itself. Remember back in the 1800s, Tesla, and in the early 1900s, Tesla developed a machine that was so powerful, they told him that he had to turn it off because it was shaking Manhattan apart. They took all of his information, and they're putting it to good use, I believe, right now. I want everybody to understand that the Indigenous One, thank you so much. I appreciate all the things that you've been doing. And you can't go about that because, again, the information that they're putting out, he's putting out, is extremely important for every one of us to have an understanding who we are and what we are as beings of people. Right? So, and it's a very heartful type message that I'm giving out now, because it's important that we as beings of people take our place in the universe in order for us to stop these things from going. So the Indigenous Nation of North America is about bringing people together, bringing systems together, bringing nations together. Not in a selfish way, but in an honest way, a truthful way, and in a way that's going to help everyone move forward and out of a system that's designed to destroy us all. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. Love each and every one of you. Great grand risings. Smile every single day of your life, no matter what's going on. And remember, deep inside of you, unemployed or living in situations as where you can't believe and you may never be able to get out of it, understand that this is rising up inside of you, and you will be what the universe has meant you to be. We're all in this together. Have a great day. Love you all. And, don't forget to subscribe, click like, pass on, make a comment. You guys have a great day. May the universe bless you all. This is a new Thunder. Run alive for Dark Matter Radio. Ronnie McLean. Have a great day.